If there is horror, it is for those who speak indifferently of the next war. If there is hate, it is for hateful qualities, not nations. If there is love, it is because this alone kept me alive. My father divorced my mother and married Suzanne's mother. We became sisters and lovers, much to the vexation of our families. In 1937, Suzanne and I left our surrealist circle of friends in Paris for Jersey Isle, where we were to live the rest of our lives.
My mother said, well, they're rather strange ladies, but then they're artists, aren't they? What can you expect from an artist? That was the local view of anyone who was an artist. You know, they were rather strange.
They were considered to be really slightly off beam, and I think they were brilliant women, but just out of the ordinary, and were quite obviously lesbian. Which in those days had people tut-tutting more than it would now.
Their art was a secret. They produced these extraordinary, intimate, composed images for their own enjoyment. It wasn't designed as something to sell. I suppose in the island, if they had tried to sell their images, firstly they would have been unsuccessful because there wouldn't have been a market for that sort of art at the time, and I think it would have exposed them as something that they didn't want to be seen as other.
To introduce Cahun and Moore certainly requires instantly positioning them somewhere between a body of texts and writings on surrealism and by the surrealists, and a body of texts and writings that represent the first serious attempt in the 20th century to theorize and conceptualize a lesbian sexual identity. They come of age in the context of the first sort of 20th century generation of lesbians who are self-consciously working to produce an imagery of the modern lesbian that includes her sexuality.
I think eccentric people are everywhere if you look for them, aren't they? Perhaps islands collect eccentric people, collect people who want to be themselves and not conform.
You love me, and I am free.